Hello, witchlings. I am somewhat alive and kicking. Okay, I think I'm here. Burp. Oh, hold on. Burp. Oh, burp. Oh, burp. Okay. All right. Oh, am I? There we go. I am so sorry, ladies and friends. I am breathing. Now, I have notes here. I just have to find today's notes. There we go. All right. We have a puppy girl, but no puppy boy. Okay. Stress, it's a killer. Am I right? I am right. So, hello, my darling witchlings. Welcome to today's podcast. We are going to attempt to discuss the ever so fascinating intersection of modern day witchcraft and yoga. Today, we are going to delve into how these two practices intertwine, empowering individuals to connect with their inner selves and the world around them. We'll also kind of touch on themes of feminism, disability, and activism within these communities. Because me. Modern day witchcraft and yoga do share a common thread of self-discovery and empowerment. Both practices encourage individuals to tap into their intuition, harness their inner strength, and cultivate a deeper connection with the natural world. In the realm of feminism, these practices provide a platform for individuals to reclaim their inner power and challenge societal norms. By embracing their unique identities and honoring their bodies, whatever the shape, practitioners of witchcraft and yoga are able to break free from oppressive structures and advocate for gender equality. Additionally, the intersection of disability and these practices highlights the importance of inclusivity and accessibility. Through adaptive yoga practices, such as, my blocks, there's my blocks, chair yoga, and not modifying poses, but adapting poses to how different bodies work, and rituals that cater to diverse abilities. Individuals with disabilities are so able to participate fully in these communities. This intersection also sheds light on the ways in which witchcraft and yoga can be used as tools for activism, promoting social justice, and advocating for marginalized voices. Voices. I can talk. Um, really, as a spoony witch and a spoony yogi, um, I find myself having to adapt things all the time. I mean, hell, I am a witch who is allergic to sage. That was frustrating to find out, let me tell you. um, although white sage is something of a closed practice, um, that is a phrase that I have used before that I don't know that I have fully defined. There we go. Pardon me, I'm going to be a little off today because COVID brain. But a closed practice generally is something we will take white sage and sage smudging. Okay. Smudging with white sage is a Native American practice. This is a closed practice, which means if you are not Native American, you really shouldn't be doing it because it is a sacred Native American practice. And by someone who is not Native American doing it, it is cultural appropriation because you're basically pretending to be Native. Wait, one puppy girl wants out. There we go. Run free. Yes, I did. 3 o'clock or 3:45. Sorry. Puppy girl we were questioning whether they got out before they had dinner. Closed practices, voodoo, many voodoo practices, unless you have been invited to the practice by a practitioner. Hi, baby boy, come here. Is also a closed practice. Basically, a closed practice is one that if it is not your culture, don't do it. And I can fully understand why. I have a revolving door here today. There are a number of closed practices, but we will get to those in another episode. White sage, another reason it is not encouraged right now is the white sage plant itself, due to its popularity amongst non-natives, has been over-harvested and is, well, going extinct. So, I'm trying to get my brain back to where I was. Being a disabled witch is interesting at times. Lavender, another common allergen. My youngest is allergic to lavender. I happen to love working with lavender. It is one of my signature herbs. I cannot use it when he is in the house. Oof. I know you can see the tail. I don't know if you can hear them. They are having a great deal of fun at my feet. So we have to find alternatives. And this is all part of being a spoonie, a disabled witch. with yoga. It's much the same. I, as you can see, am not a small woman by any means. I mean, come on. My longest running job was at Torrid, a plus size clothing store. So I have had to figure out workarounds for many asana where I have to heft my gut out of the way or, move the boobs out of the way so that I can position correctly. These are not uncommon things that other disabled or plus size spoonies have to do. I'm trying here. I'm having a very difficult time focusing to start with. They're not making it any easier. I love you guys. I love my furry children. As a feminist, and a crunchy feminist at that, I also am striving for gender equality, which is mentioned in my notes. And this is something we were discussing, not last week, because I crashed hard last week. Thank you, COVID. But week before last, we were discussing, the fact that yoga is mostly a feminine space these days. I am working hard in my yoga space to make it a more gender inclusive. I personally don't care what gender you are, what gender expression you have. You're welcome in my yoga studio. I mean, hey, I have some very dear people in my life who are transgender and non-binary. I don't care. That's doesn't change who they are. So why should I care? Checking on the animals, I apologize. Gender inclusivity is important in magic, in yoga, feminism, all of the things that matter to me. I feel like I am rambling and babbling horribly, and I am having so much trouble focusing. I love my fur children. Self-expression is also a big part of magic and yoga, and being able to express yourself fully and completely. Wait one. There you go. Yes, I have Oscar the Grouch pants. I am sorry. Being able to express your true self. Again, gender expression, gender identity, who you are. The goddess doesn't care. I mean, really. Well, the goddess cares that you are true to who you are. But the goddess doesn't care if the goddess doesn't care if you're homosexual or heterosexual or cisgender or transgender. The goddess wants you to live your life in the way that makes you happy. Oh God. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I have a quote that is tickling my brain. Give me 1 second, because now it's driving me nuts. Quote, all acts of love. Please let that be enough. Let my worship be within the heart that rejoiceth, for behold, all acts of love and pleasure are my rituals. And therefore, let there be beauty and strength, power and compassion, honor and humility, mirth and reverence within you. It is the charge of the goddess. All acts of love and pleasure are my rituals. The goddess does not care if you are straight, gay, or what. All acts of love and pleasure. So, that covers the witchcraft. In yoga, nobody cares what's going on the mat next to them. Honestly, I know that when I'm doing yoga in a class, I am 100% focused on me and my body and my breathing, and I really am not giving a rat's fuck about what the person on the mat next to me is doing, unless there's a chance they're going to smack me in the face because our mats are too close. Other than that, I don't care. I do not care if the person on the mat next to me is transgender. I don't think about whether they're gay, straight, or what. Yoga is for everyone. So, that's my thoughts. As far as activism, witchcraft is a place for activism. I mean, and my brain just blanked again. So, we're going to do this one. Pagan. Damn it. I was. Hey, pagan activist. That works. That didn't work. There we go. Pagan activism. I'm not getting anywhere with this. I know. Why am I not having luck with what I want today? Activism in paganism. Come on, peoples. Eco-paganism. That helps. Neo-paganism. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Ha ha. Many pagans are eco-activists because, hello, our God, or no, not our God. We find We worship nature in many ways, as well as worshiping the old gods. We also find divinity. There's the word I was looking for. We find divinity in nature. So, there is a great deal of pagan activists. Most pagans believe that the earth is sacred, and it's even been said that paganism is, quote, the spiritual wing of the environmental movement. I would kind of agree with that. So, you know, for many people, their paganism leads them to activism, or their disability also leads them to activism because, well, with Valentine's Day having just happened, there was a meme going around reminding us disabled people still don't have marriage equality. I have two friends, both of whom receive disability benefits. They have been a couple for years, but they cannot get married. They cannot even refer to each other as spouses or anything of the like. They have to refer to each other simply as partner or girlfriend, because if the government were to get even a hint of them saying anything remotely resembling spouses, they would both lose their disability benefits. Whether they actually legally got married or not, they would lose their benefits, because a lot of us do. And it is ridiculous. It's frustrating. I hate that. And if I had more energy, more money, and more time, I would definitely be devoting more time and energy to campaigning for marriage equality for disabled people. Where does this fall into yoga? That one doesn't. But there are so many ways where witchcraft and yoga overlap. So, I am keeping today's episode short because I still am not feeling 100%. And I am grateful for those who have tuned in, brain fog. Thank you, COVID. So, in conclusion, because I'm actually going to wrap this up kind of quickly today, the fusion. Wait, let me back up. Ah. Yes. In conclusion, the fusion of modern day witchcraft and yoga offers a very powerful platform for self expression, healing. Oh, God, does it offer a platform for healing of so much trauma, and social change by exploring themes of feminism, disability, and activism within these communities. We can gain a deeper understanding of the transformative potential of these practices. I encourage my listeners and viewers to continue exploring these intersections and to engage in conversations that definitely challenge the status quo. So, thank you for joining me today. Stay tuned for so many more episodes exploring this diverse and dynamic world. So, you want more behind the scenes stuff here? There is our wonderful QR code for the Patreon in the corner. You'll get behind the scenes stuff there. I'm working on it. Don't forget, follow me on social media for updates. And if you enjoyed this, which you may have, you may not have, definitely was not my best, but feel free, leave a comment, leave a review here on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. Eventually, I will be stripping the audio from these and uploading them to Spotify and other doobie-doobie-doo podcast hosting places. There we go. That's the words I'm looking for. Okay. Yes. So, today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tune in tomorrow for the daily draw and guided meditation. Until then, I will see you all later. Have a wonderful, magical, blessed night. And as Will Wheaton says, don't be a dick. Love ya.